So I'm just switching over to YouTube now to live stream because I've had enough of Instagram. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. As I was talking about before, whenever I complain, it turns into an inquiry about my behaviour. I don't know. I don't feel like going over it all again, but I don't know when they switch the live stream off. So I'm never just dealing with one of them when I complain. This is all things I said before, and I don't know when they turn my live stream off. So whenever anything like that happens and I'm complaining about one person, the behaviour of one person, a massive mob turns up. I'm never just dealing with one of them at a time. And when it was like the kids outside, there were millions of them. They used to have gangs of them in the church as well, coming bothering me in the church when I was in the cathedral. And then phoning the police and then getting them to come and persecute me as well. And it used to be worse than this because every night it was like that. Like it was last night. When they had that Polish man living there. And also when I was in my house as well. They had a Polish man living next door to me there. And the reason that they chose Polish people, men rather, was because they thought this was going to trigger me and I'd be upset. Because I wasn't a sister, rather than being upset, I mean, because I was completely persecuted by everybody who all thought that I was a nutcase because they'd been told that I had, and not I was, and not to take any notice of me complaining. Because I was a nutter and I didn't know what was going on, and the real reason I was upset was because I wasn't a sister. I'm being tyrannised now, but I was just being completely tyrannised day after day after day with the obsession of people that there was something defective in me and they were going to find out what it was. I was going to blurt it out or it was become obvious because they were going to drive me mad with all this constant harassment and abuse. And switching off my live stream when I'm talking about it is just another example of it, because it's not Instagram that did that. It's the scumbags that were controlling all of this. So, when they kicked me out of my house as part of the hate campaign against me, and after the first night I spent on a park bench because I had my cat. The second night I went to stay in a hotel, and then after that, until I moved in here, I stayed in a homeless shelter. So when I went to check into the hotel in the centre of Leeds, the woman said to me, so what brings you to Leeds today? And I said, well, actually, I live in Leeds, but my neighbours are such a nightmare. I wanted to spend a night in peace. So she said, oh dear. She seemed quite upset by it. So I can tell a stranger who realises that's a problematic situation to be in. But somehow these psychiatric geniuses can't figure out that being tyrannised by this is a trauma in itself. I'm sick to death of other people making things up about me, forcing their delusions on me, and then saying there's something wrong with me when I don't like it, when it's just me against everybody. They're looking for excuses to attack me, and they provoke me and then attack me. And that's what they did in the cathedral, which I told them about at the time. So I don't care about Instagram. I just move on. I don't expect anything any different, you see. It's always the same. So just move on. Drop it and move on. I'm going to bring my Christmas pudding back in here now I've finished. Hate speech, my arse. There's a massive hate crime being committed against me. And when I complain about it and say what's happening, then I'm the problem. Smells delicious. So, pretending they're communicating with me with all this crashing around and chattering and stupid noises and stuff. It's just an excuse to keep harassing me. There's no other reason for it. Just drop it and move on. I haven't got anything else really to talk about. I've had my ear defenders on all day because I'm so stressed out by what they did last night. What evil people have engineered this hate campaign against me? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I don't know how to stop it. Here we are.